Yo, how's it going, guys? It's your main man, Sizzo RJ slash Richard Unicorn Caller on the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels so great to be back. Let me tell you, it feels so great to be back. Okay, so Wizard101 has problems, but they've have some problems that have been kind of unresolved after a decade and a half. And so, I'm here to tell you guys some of the problems, why they're agitating to me and my friends. And personally, I wish there was a patch to it, but you know what? When life gives you lemons, you're gonna have to make lemonade. So, the first common glitch I think everybody has seen at least once in their lifetime is the crouch glitch. If you guys don't know what the crouch glitch is, it's basically when there's like something wrong with the internet connection server or something like that, but you'll usually see one character that's in a crouching position, like he's doing yoga or squats, basically. That player would just stay there and they wouldn't do any wand animations or anything. They would just stay in that crouch position. I don't know if that's just a personal glitch I have, but it's really annoying to look at, but also funny at the same time. But after seeing it for 10 years, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, this is stupid. Like, why haven't this been fixed yet? I don't know if it can specifically be fixed. I think it's just based on people's internet, I think. But yeah. But going on to the next glitch, or the next bug, is Forest Lord. Whenever a Forest Lord casts a attack animation and the caster has blades or anything, and sometimes the tree, the big tree that he summons, sometimes that's actually in the viewpoint way of the caster, so it's kind of hard to know what blades were being used or if he got critical or not, because the big tree is taking up 90% of the entire screen. So I've seen that for a while, and it's like it's a really annoying bug. I kind of wish they would fix it. That's kind of, I'm just gonna say that for all the glitches. I kind of wish they would fix all the glitches, honestly, if I'm being full honest. I'm so mad because the next glitch that we had is actually with the Zeus Exalted battle. It's not even a glitch, it's the update on that Zeus Exalted battle. If you guys don't know, it's a one-shot gauntlet, basically. You can farm for it. It's a pretty cool dungeon, very difficult, very fun as well, very challenging, rewarding. It's a very fun dungeon. Um, Apollo is broken, apparently. So Apollo will grant you a heal blade if you cast a AoE healing on all of your players, right? It sounds fun. It sounds amazing that the bosses can give you cheats that work, right? And Poseidon will give you a shield if you do an aura, and then Zeus would give you a heal if you do like some sort of AoE attack. So all the bosses can give you some cheats that actually help you, right? So I'm here sitting here with a bunch of Pigsy spells, and I'm spamming it. And what does Apollo do? Apollo does nothing. But then Brandon or Chris's pet will do a Maycast Unicorn, and he will give them a heal blade. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, obviously Apollo doesn't like Pixies, even though it is considered an AoE healing. Now, the only pretty much AoE healings that you can do is kind of small ones or just general ones that have been updated in the game. Like Brandon used the Life Bat, which is also another AoE healing, but again, that also didn't work. So it seems to me that the Zeus Exalted battle is long overdue for an update in its cheats with the bosses. It's just very annoying that he wasn't giving me heal blades because, well, I was spam AoE healing. I was spam healing. And he was just sitting there. And obviously, Pigsy didn't register in his cheat code listing or coding generator or whatever it is. It didn't register to him because Pigsy is such a new spell, and the Zeus Exalted battle is such a very, very old type of one-shot gauntlet that King Isol never really actually updated it, you know, or updated most of the bosses, so, you know. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying because they do this. Ah. And then there was another thing that Apollo did. If he killed any of the other gods besides Apollo, he would do an Eternal Leviathan and heal his teammates, basically reviving them, right? So, Apollo decides to not do it at once, but does it twice. So he does a Eternal Leviathan twice, which, if you don't know, is a life spell that I wish I could learn, but sadly, it's non-trainable, which I would just love to learn, but whatever. Anyway, it will do damage on a single target and then heal your entire team. It's a pretty cool life spell. I wish I could learn it and really do. It'd be fun to use. But in general, he did it twice. So the first time he would hit one of us once, right, and heal his teammates or fallen teammates that have been struck down, right? Then he would activate Eternal Leviathan again for no reason. Then he will attack his own teammates at like 700 health. Not like 700 health, like 777 damage, like 777, which is very odd. I thought he was the devil or something. But then he would just heal again. So basically, he does an Eternal Leviathan twice. So basically, we had to kill Apollo, or at least we tried to kill Apollo first, because basically, if we didn't, the whole entire game would just be them actually being gods and being immortal, because Apollo wanted to do an Eternal Leviathan twice. He wanted to do that twice. And so, even with the Sanctuary up, it boosted his healing. So, it wasn't the best experience with the Zeus Exalted one-shot gauntlet. I actually really want them to actually just take some time, if they ever have time off their hands, to actually go into some of the outdated dungeons or gauntlets that they may have to look at. I'm sure there are plenty of bosses that have cheats that aren't really registering properly, especially with some spells that may just come from a pet or if it's a new spell in general. I kind of wish that, but it's like at the same time, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And then the next thing I want to give my 2 cents on is kind of the game in general. If you guys didn't know, they nerfed Medulla again. Yes, I mean, of course they're gonna nerf Medulla like 5 times, but no, they didn't really nerf him 5 times. But this is one of the like second or third nerfs that they done to Medulla. He used to have 100k health, but then they dropped it. I haven't seen the updated notes on Medulla, if they did do that yet, but yeah, apparently Medulla is gonna get nerfed, and Medulla will be one of the bosses that doesn't actually have 100k health. So, you know, it comes to my attention that some people are still struggling with Medulla, and to that, I have to say, get good. I know I'm being toxic by saying that, but if I'm being all honest, I get really tired of trying to put on this nice face, because I do like to be nice on social media and try my best to put a smile, but at the same time, I'm also open to a little bit of criticism and a little bit of harshness. So prepare yourself, wizards. I'm going to drop some truth bombs on you. Number one, please stop wearing bad gear. Yes, that's right, for you storm wizards with 60 damage and 300 critical, which I personally would not recommend. Yeah, it's really time to upgrade your gear. A lot of people like to get the gear that looks better to them because it will boost their numbers, and that's bad. Or they like to get gear that packs are in, or they usually like to get gear bundles, like the Fire Dwarf gear, which is probably one of my least favorite bundle gears because when you slap them together, it is probably so disgusting. The stats are just so irregular. It is so nasty. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you. It's not just bundle gear or it's not just gear sets in these types of pairs. Oh, I have seen people wear some of the most atrocious gears in this video game. Let me tell you this. Oh, if you stepped into my brain, or if you saw my Beastman Fight Club videos back in the day, you would know that people wear probably the worst gears when it comes to high ranking bosses, especially in Beastman Fight Club. I don't know why people wear the worst gears in Beastman Fight Club. Now, before you're, sweating over your keyboard about to make a rant, let me just say this. You don't have to spend crowns to get good gear. All you have to do is farm Malistaire. If you farm Malistaire and you have like a Malistaire robe, then I'm happy for you. If you have the Malistaire on, I'm happy for you. If you have the hat, I'm happy. I don't want you to come in battle with a Waterworks hat and you're versing the Storm Titan, and then you're asking me for healing because, well, you just have no resistance. And the thing is, though, when you wear these types of irregular gear sets, it starts really, really getting annoying. I know a lot of people would criticize me because, oh, you're just roasting people's gear. Oh my god, you're so rude. Well, I like to think of it as something strategic. It's one of my strategic methods, of course. If someone has no resistance at all, then of course I'm gonna prioritize my healing and shielding defenses on that individual because A, they probably have very low gear, or B, they just overall just don't know how to play the game. Respectively, I respect everyone in this game, but when it comes to gear is when I get annoyed. Like I said, nobody says that you have to open up a bunch of crown packs. Nobody says that you have to get the latest bundle. All I'm saying is farm Malistaire and get some Malistaire gear. Please do not come into battles with the weirdest gear sets, alright? I've seen so many people wear bad gear. I'm starting to get annoyed. Alright? These are the same people that are complaining about bosses that one-shot them. Because guess what, dude? You have no good gear. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And for all of you other people that like to play healer, all I'm gonna say is that eventually all you life wizards are gonna have to learn to attack. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Same thing with you death wizards. You guys can do much more than just spam weaknesses and bad juju. If you're a death wizard that doesn't like that method, don't listen to anybody. I've seen a lot of wizards get barked at by other wizards because they want the death wizard to spam bad juju, and it's honestly discriminating, and it's just horrible because that's not what death wizards are for. Obviously, it's one of their spell specialties. That doesn't mean they have to spam weaknesses. It doesn't mean they have to spam that in PvP. There's so much more that a death wizard can do. There's so much more that a life wizard can do besides attack. That's not what life wizards are built on. I chose a life wizard because I love healing, and that's what the description for a life wizard said, is that they're mainly part of life and nature and stuff. That's primarily their, their type of reasoning. That's why the Scion spell we got is one of the worst, because it's a heal spell. It's one of our specialties. And that's why the Death Wizards got a Drain type of Scion spell, because it's one of their specialties. It's just so hard when people have a mastery amulet and you're a life wizard just sitting there like, oh, well, looks like I'm gonna have to go attack now because I can't heal because everybody can slap on a mastery amulet, slap on some jade gear, and boom, you're automatically a healer, man. At heart, you're automatically a healer at most. I really don't like mastery amulets, if I'm being full honest. I really don't like them. God. It's like, what's the point of me being a life wizard providing healing if everybody else can just do it? Like, well, what am I, chop liver? What am I, chop liver? Of course I'm chop liver. I'm always chop liver. And don't worry about the gameplay. I know it's annoying just watching me walk around while I talk about things. I know I don't give my videos much credit, but hey, as long as it's a Wizard101 videos, you guys are sure to click on it. Considering that, you know, the fan base I have does revolve around Wizard101, at least it is a Wizard101 video. And then the last thing I have to get my 2 cents on is Wizard City free. Everybody keeps having this delusion that making Wizard101 free or making Wizard City free is going to obtain a larger audience. Like they have the stats, like they have the stat graph, like they have the bar graph of how many people actually play this game. To that, I just gotta say, please just stop asking for Wizard City to be free. It's not gonna be free anytime soon. All I know from King Isol is that King Isol has been milking, and I mean milking, the microtransactions through crowns and the crown rewards and bundles and packs and etc. etc. It's like, I doubt that they would ever make Wizard City free. There's no reason to make Wizard City free. If you can't unlock an area, then you're gonna have to pay for it. I keep trying to tell people that, and I don't know why they think that it is going to bring people back or it's going to increase the player count numbers. If I'm being honest, I'm not even being negative. This is full honesty. I don't even think that making Wizard City free or the game free at all is going to bring any amount of players back in the game. It might bring some, obviously it might bring some, but I don't think it's going to increase the player base number back to like 30 million when they played it on the commercials. At the moment, I think this game has roughly about like maybe 10,000 people playing, maybe 100,000 people playing. I don't know. I don't know how many people play this game. I don't know. There's no bar graph on Google that I can just search up. I can't find anything about how many active players actually play this game. All I know is that when it gets to nighttime, the server is so low and quiet, the team ups stop because nobody's playing during the day. And it does feel like a ghost town, as sometimes it does honestly just feel like a ghost town. So I would have to say that Wizard101 isn't dying. I think a lot of people just like using that term as also one of my other 2 cents I like to give about the game, or just in people in general. That people keep saying that Wizard101 is dead. It's already dead. It's dead. The funeral is waiting. We have the coffin. Like, Wizard101 is dead, man. It's all dead. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, so is Fortnite, Apex Legends, Assassin's Creed. Everything's dead. Everything's dead to you because simply you don't enjoy that game. Every time someone says a video game is dead, it's basically a rephrase saying that they don't like the game or they just don't enjoy it anymore. So instead of declaring the game's death, why not just give some constructive criticism on how you could improve the game instead of just announcing that, oh yeah, it's dead, man. It's such a dead game. And it's like everybody in the Wizard101 community says it's a dead game and they say that they're not going to come back. And look, I've come back multiple times. My friends have come back multiple times. We keep saying that we won't come back, but we keep coming back. It's that dopamine. We want to hold on to this game because it's such a great game that has so much potential. But at the same time, it is up to us and King Isol to make this game and support it on its foundation and make it the game we want it to be. Alright? Will we have a bakery shop? I don't know. Will we ever have a chance to make guilds? I don't know. Will we ever have a chance to trade gear? I don't know. But it's up to us. It is up to us to make that foundation for King Isol, and it is up to us to support him as much as we can. I'm not saying to buy every crown pack you see that's new. I'm saying give them some support. By keep playing the game, or just don't play the game. Just show some support, offer some ideas, do something. Go on their forums. You think they're gonna see stuff on Reddit? You think they're gonna see YouTube? They don't watch YouTube. You gotta go to the forums. They can't guarantee that everything's gonna be in the game, but at least they're trying. That's the only thing I can respect about King Isol, is that after a decade and a half, after 10 years and a half, that they are somehow still making this game work. Somehow still putting that foundation on. Out of all the other MMO games like Free Realms, Fusion Fall, Pirates of the Caribbean, of all the MMO games, Wizard101 is still one of the last ones standing and still puts up that foundation for the players to put up with everybody's, you know, to put up with everybody basically. I understand people have trouble logging in, but maybe it's time to just go outside, maybe. If you ever have problems logging in, I don't think barking at them on Twitter is going to help your case, or just help in general. I don't think some of the issues that some people have are even a problem. Like, this one person on Twitter was complaining about the whale mount having a bad view. Personally, I like the whale mount. I mean, it is a big mount. I don't know, like, how big or small you want the screen to be, but it was so stupid. And multiple people were complaining about the whale mount, and I'm just sitting there like, maybe the whale mount isn't top priority right now. Maybe the top priority is making sure the game still has content and making sure that the game isn't officially dead, like when they actually turn off the servers. When they turn off the servers, that's when you guys can say it's dead. When they say that they're officially done with Wizard101 on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, then that's when you guys can declare its death. Because, of course, at the end of the day, it's just a video game. But hey, what do I know? That's just my 2 cents. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got some other 2 cents. If you thought this video was over... Oh, I got some other 2 cents. The reason we're getting slower updates is because of these boss nerfs. We've been getting so many boss nerfs lately, I can't tell you. Medulla has been getting nerfed to the ground. Oh my gosh, she's getting nerfed again. Going back to what I'm saying about the boss getting nerfed, maybe if the solo players could actually play with teammates and actually cooperate just for 1 second, maybe they could actually do a dungeon. A lot of people have trouble soloing some bosses or some dungeons like Beastman Fight Club, Storm Titan, and Medulla, well, just because of that difficulty scaling that it is. Personally, for me, I think that if you're gonna be the lone wolf in this game and just keep playing by yourself, it kind of just eliminates the main basis function of this game, which is an MMO, a massive multiplayer online game, right? There's many people that you can play with. There are 4 available spots for you and your teammates to join into. I feel like if you're just playing by yourself, you're literally making the game 10 times harder for you. And the first thing I always see, the first thing that doesn't have any type of merit, it's not constructive, the first thing I always see is that, oh yeah, my teammates are idiots. Every time I play with randoms, they leave. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Okay, dude. Did you even try to communicate? I think that's one problem that the Wizard101 community has in general is communication. You can tell that the Wizard101 community is one of those communities that has such a dense, intense community. If I'm being full honest, not that I'm really part of this community, I can tell that the atmosphere is dense. You can tell that people have their sides, which is fine. You can have your sides, but Again, you can tell that the atmosphere is so dense, you can barely breathe, you can barely speak your mind, you can barely say anybody's name because of that fear that you are always being watched, that fear that the atmosphere around you is so dense, you can barely even talk. You know? I feel like if you want to play the game by yourself, you're eliminating that main basis of a function. You're eliminating the multiplayer aspect of the game, which is one of the major parts of the game is multiplayer, PvP. You're eliminating that factor. You're eliminating the whole co-op of the game. You're eliminating that fact. And when I see people say that they won't do team ups or they play alone, just because of people they play with, I'm just sitting there with like, are you referring to like the whole community as dumb? Because all I see is that I don't play with randoms because they're dumb. So that's saying that my friends are dumb, and Nicole is a dumb wizard, Chris is a dumb wizard, I'm a dumb wizard, everybody is a dumb wizard. If that's what everybody is going to refer to, then I'm fine with that. We're all dumb wizards, alright? That's fine. I still like to do team up and help some people out in Celestia and don't get me started on Darkmoor. I love doing Darkmoor runs. And still, people have the audacity to say that people leave team ups. No, that is so wrong. I've done many team ups. I have done many team ups where some people have left, yes. But I have done many team ups where the whole team stayed and we actually cooperated and actually got the dungeon done, my mans. I think it's all about the timing and preference of everything. Make sure you're playing on the right time zones in the afternoon or whenever anyone has free time. I have helped out so many wonderful people. It makes me feel like a hero. And of course, where's my evidence? You're looking at my evidence right there. You see that team champion badge? I have helped over 2,000 teams. I have helped 2,000 teams. Alright? That is a lot of teams helped. Alright? I wish there was still a counter to see how many more teams you could help. Because I'm still going to go to team up. That's the only thing I do on my live streams. You guys watch my live streams if you know who I am. You guys know who I am. I'm Richard Unicorn Color. You see me going to the team up sigil in the Old Town or at my house doing a random team up in Storm Titan or in Darkmoor. I'm not one of those people that go to Wizard City, just use a Tempest and get out of there. I don't do Wizard City because you know why? Nobody needs help in Wizard City. That's the basic area. I only help people in some of the harder areas, mainly Imperia and Mirage, and maybe a little bit of Polaris, and maybe some skeleton key rooms, because I'm there to help people. I'm there to help people. So I would love to hear everybody's responses on the Lone Wolf community, because I know a lot of people are gonna say with, oh yeah, I play alone because it's just better that way. You know how people are. It's just better that way. Be like, yeah, I know it's better that way. That's why you're literally eliminating that aspect of the game, and that's why you're not enjoying the game to the fullest, because you're literally diminishing that main function of the game. It's a multiplayer game. It's an online video game. There are other wizards that you can play with. Another thing, people said, I can't make friends. You can make plenty of friends. You can make plenty of friends on this video game. Dude, you can make plenty of friends, alright? So never say that you don't have any friends. You have the whole community by your side. Or at least you have me by your side, man. Alright? So to say that you don't have friends, that's an understatement. Every wizard can be your friend. You just have to reach out and you actually gotta communicate. That's all I gotta say. You just gotta reach out and you just gotta communicate, alright? It's all about communication. Some people struggle in all these dungeons because they don't know what they're doing, but if you communicate or just take the time to try and communicate with them, menu chat or text chat or whatever it is, try and communicate. Just try. Try and be a team player. Try and get some better gear. and just try to have a positive outlook on the game. I am so tired of everyone and their the negativity. Alright? Everybody has the right to be negative. Everybody has the right to be that. But when it gets to the point where that's all you're doing is being negative, what's the point of being negative? There's no point in being negative. If you're not offering anything constructive, then what is the point, dude? What's the point of you being negative? I see so many people complain about some of the most stupidest nitpicky things. People are always yelling at King Isol, fix PvP, and they don't understand that PvP is a double-edged sword. Whatever they touch, whatever they rework, it's going to affect someone and it's not going to make anyone happy. So that's what I have to say about PvP on that aspect. I'm not even going to rant about PvP. You guys already know what's the problem with PvP. They said they're going to rework it, and regardless of how they're going to rework it, you guys will still hate them either way. I honestly feel bad for King Isol. I used to hate King Isol all the time. I was like, you know what? King Isol is greedy. They're the next EA. But then I was just like, you know what? It's been 10 years and this game is still standing. I got some respect for them. I don't support the Crown Awards. I don't like the decathlon. Yeah, that's me. That's just my personal preference. But I still respect the hustle that they're doing. I still respect the 7th character slot not being entirely free. I respect that. Alright? In order for me to have a positive mindset, I simply just don't do it. If I don't want to buy crowns to buy the new Pandemonium pack because it doesn't look interesting to me, or I don't know what I'm getting, then I don't want to spend crowns on that, and I don't want to spend money on microtransactions like crowns and packs and bundles. I just don't want to do that. There was one bundle I really wanted, which was the Accursed Gauntlet, which I can never find near some of my Walmarts. Very sad, but at the same time, now that I'm a little grown up now, I'm a little mature, I'm starting to realize that I don't really need that bundle, nor do I want to. It's not going to really make me a happy person if I did. Yeah, it might give me and my friends something to do besides a broken Zeus Exalted one-shot gauntlet, but hey, at least it would be something. I just wish I had that dungeon, honestly. I've really wanted that dungeon. It looked so amazing. But, yeah, that's my 2 cents. If you don't like anything in the game, simply don't do it. If you don't like playing the game, don't play it. Like, you know? Just like the EA spokesman person said of the, I think he was the CEO, Patrick Sunderland. Yeah, if you don't like it, don't play it, you know? It's just like that. I mean, if you don't like Wizard101, don't play it. Simple as that. But yet again, we all fall back into this game eventually. We all fall back. I'm going to keep playing Wizard101. I'm only going to get a membership until they actually give us a world update, because I pretty much don't really need a membership at the moment. It is going to end soon. The only thing I do in this game is just feed my plants, so that's about it. And I will be working on making the Cons dance game, which is going to cost a lot of reagents. But overall, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, let me know what you think about Wizard101. Like, let me know in general what you think about Wizard101. Do you think this game is truly dead to you, or do you still think about it from time to time? And just keep in mind of all the game developers and people that work hard to keep this game standing. You know, just keep that in mind. It's been a decade. I don't know if you guys realize that. It's been a decade, you know. Stuff doesn't age well, some stuff doesn't. So, you know, that's what I have to say. That's my 2 cents. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna upload this video. It's late. I'm tired. I'm aggravated. I'm tired. Alright? I'm gonna go play some Assassin's Creed. This will be your Wizard101 video of the day. If you want to see my other uploads, just keep that in mind. I do upload a lot of games. I get a lot of comments from people asking me if I play other games, and which I do. I play plenty of games, but usually it gets dog-piled with the amount of Wizard101 content I have to produce, because trying to make everyone happy is such a pain. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know, trying to make every single viewer happy on what they want to see, just not easy, man. Just not easy. So I'll be uploading this alongside with the regular daily occasional regular video of whatever game I have up. and I will see you guys later. Thank you for listening. Thank you for visiting my TED Talk. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.